Our leadership culture and behaviors. This short video explains the DMS leadership culture and behaviors, why we need them, what they are, who they apply to, and how you can use them. Let's start by looking at why we need a positive leadership culture in our organization. We want the DMS to be the best place to work in defense and be recognized as an empowering, committed, and rewarding employer that values and respects its people. We need to build the right leadership culture to not only help achieve this vision, but also to support our people so we can collectively promote, protect, and restore the health of the UK Armed Forces, maximize the deployability of our personnel, and provide medical capability on deployed operations. The right leadership culture is essential if we are to continue to do great work during these challenging times, enable high-performing teams, and ultimately deliver better patient outcomes. A leader, whether in a formal position of responsibility or not, sets the tone for a team and can have a real positive or negative impact on those around them. Positive leadership is the turnkey to set the conditions for improvement in behavior across defense. It creates an environment in which our people, at every level, share a clear understanding of what is appropriate behavior, and are empowered to call it out when it is not. There is excellent leadership activity happening at all levels across the DMS, but we can always do more. The need to improve DMS leadership practice has been repeatedly highlighted in external assurance reports, like the Care Quality Commission, Well-Led ratings, and staff surveys including the DMS Continuous Attitude Survey. But what does the right leadership culture in the DMS look like? It's one that is compassionate, inclusive, and psychologically safe, and can be agile in the face of complexity and uncertainty. It's an environment that fosters trust, values, and cares for our people, enabling them to do their best work, with selfless and collaborative leaders who are authentic, inspiring, engaging, and empowering. So, how do we build this positive leadership culture? Well, it's through the leadership behaviors of all of us. We believe all in the DMS are leaders, whether you have a formal leadership role or not, and we all have a part to play by role modeling our 5 core DMS leadership behaviors. These behaviors are essential to developing and sustaining the right leadership culture in the DMS, and we expect all our people, at every level, to demonstrate these behaviors in all that they do. Let's now look at the features of the leadership culture and the 5 leadership behaviors in more detail, and what they look like in practice. Compassionate and inclusive. Compassionate and inclusive leadership builds connections across boundaries, teams, and lines of authority, ensuring that the voices of all are heard in the process of delivering and improving care. A compassionate, inclusive approach positively impacts everything, from clinical effectiveness and patient safety to staff health, well-being, and engagement. To nurture a culture of compassion requires leaders to respect and be inclusive towards those they lead, and model a commitment to high-quality and compassionate care for those we serve. The 4 key elements of compassionate and inclusive leadership are: listening with fascination, arriving at a shared, rather than an imposed, understanding of the challenges our people face, empathizing and caring, and taking action to help or support colleagues. Psychologically safe. Psychological safety is where people feel included, safe to learn, safe to contribute, and safe to challenge the status quo without fear of being embarrassed, marginalized, or punished in some way. Such a culture builds trust, curiosity, and confidence, all essential components of high-performing teams, employee well-being, and for achieving the best results for our patients and those we serve. A leadership culture that is psychologically safe allows for appropriate risk-taking, feeling able to speak your mind, being creative and able to contribute, all without fear of negative consequences. Authentic, inspiring, engaging and empowering. Authentic leadership involves showing a genuine interest in and getting to know those you work with to understand what they do and what drives them. Leaders should walk the floor, use tailored communication methods, be curious and pay attention to their teams, take or share responsibility for their team's well-being, reward and recognize success, and foster collaborative and shared conversations. We need leaders who inspire people to do their best work. This is achieved through consistently living the vision and linking it to all that we do and aspire to achieve. Proactive and consistent engagement allows trust and effective team working to flourish, improves staff well-being and turnover rates, and ensures high-quality, continually improving and compassionate care. Empowerment helps us to encourage collective leadership and a sense of a shared purpose, where everyone feels they can lead. Our leaders must create the conditions where colleagues can contribute to, own, and make decisions, and then act on those decisions. Collaborative and selfless. Collaborative and selfless leadership, often referred to as servant leadership, is about we, rather than just I, something that can often get overlooked in high-tempo organizations. A selfless leader takes a facilitative and collaborative approach, encourages self-organization and joint working within and across teams, to improve efficiency and resolve issues effectively. A selfless leader also promotes transparent, open and honest communication, and helps to remove blockers for the team. Agile in the face of complexity and uncertainty. The ability to react and adapt in the face of complexity and uncertainty is critical to our success, and our ability to continue to deliver for our patients and those we serve. This requires leaders to rethink, command and control, and adopt more of an agile and adaptive approach, and actively avoid wasted time by trying to control everything, removing roadblocks to unleash the full power of their teams. Agile leaders prioritize creating strong teams over rewarding dominant individuals, understand the strengths of their colleagues and know how to facilitate the work to play to those strengths, communicate openly and transparently with their colleagues, are always listening and observe external forces. Agile leadership goes hand in hand with collaborative and inclusive leadership, and supports greater engagement and empowerment in our teams. Now that we have explored what forms the right leadership culture, let's now turn to the 5 core leadership behaviors. Respect. Taking respect first, this behavior means tapping into your emotional intelligence, acting with compassion, empathy, and humility, being self-aware and aware of the unconscious bias of others, and respectful, courteous engagement, especially when leading during crisis or urgency. The respect behavior also involves creating an environment where team members are mutually supportive, encourage authentic and appropriate challenge from one another, and value and appreciate their differences and the benefits this brings. Inspire. The next core leadership behavior is inspire, which is about communicating a compelling shared purpose and goals to unite and motivate a team, and being a positive, authentic role model for the DMS values and behaviors. Inspiring leaders show passion, integrity, and tact, and hold a growth mindset, encouraging others around them to also be curious and creative, try new things, and challenge themselves. Engage. Moving on to the third behavior, engage, which is about proactive communication and engagement with those around you. An engaging leader is available, attentive, and actively listens to their colleagues, shows a genuine interest in others, is curious, and pays attention to what motivates people, and encourages open and honest communication to understand the well-being, worries, or ideas of those around them. The engage behavior also means reaching beyond your own area of responsibility and seeking ways to work collaboratively with others outside your normal day-to-day activity. Empower. The next behavior, empower, means placing trust in others, allowing them autonomy to make decisions within clearly defined boundaries, and ensuring they have the resources they need to be successful. An empowering leader encourages ownership of ideas, problem solving, and how work is delivered, avoids micromanaging, and focuses on the end result, not the process. An empowering leader also promotes experimentation and the testing of new ideas without fear of failure, and provides feedback, guidance, and reward and recognition at the right time. Learn. The final leadership behavior, learn, places importance on continuous learning and development to not only help build the DMS leadership culture we want, but to support in everything that we do for those we serve. To be a learning leader means supporting others in their personal and professional development, creating the space for your own growth, learning, and reflection, developing your leadership approach using leadership or management best practice, and providing or receiving mentoring or coaching, and encouraging others to do the same. That brings us to the end of this video. We hope it has been useful and you feel more knowledgeable about our leadership culture and behaviors. Everyone, at all levels in the DMS, are encouraged to take time to consider how you will model the expected behaviors as part of your own leadership approach. To help you, the DMS Leadership Culture and Behaviors page, linked in the description, hosts a range of supporting material and signposts to other useful resources and training. Thank you for watching.